no, the Norse gods have not become, like, good as leaders. Hello, I'd just like to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the guild if you haven't already. Back to the video. Hello people, and welcome back to News Review. There is only one new card this week, but the SR form of Norse gods are also getting a buff, so I'll talk about that as well. First off, a new Nightmare card, Queen of Pastry C, Earth God. The leader skill is kind of a meme, because when you use her as a leader and the ally is a Yanxi member, then you get a team skill that's at best mediocre. I'm not sure how far you'll be able to get with a full Yanxi team. It'll be a bit of a meme because your HP, attack, and recovery will be multiplied by 3, making the stats seem like they're kind of acceptable until you probably actually start playing and realize that the team has no, like, shield breaking abilities. Moving on to the active skill is kind of good. CD7 turn the board into enchanted water, fire, earth, and heart of fixed numbers, but not fixed positions, so it's not a fixed board. For 1 round, each Yanxi member launches 7 extra attacks, as much as 50% of its attack, so that's a 3.5 attack boost for herself if she's the only member in the team, and probably often she'll be the only Yanxi member in the team. And her own damage will be dealt regardless of puzzle shield in that case. So 3.5 times on her own, and ignoring puzzle shield isn't bad. She is the first Earth God to ignore puzzle shield, so that's one point to watch out for. There are a couple of other gods and a couple of other Earth cards that can do the same thing, but this is special enough that, you know, I would say farm her, 3 times at least. That's what I do, just to get the achievement that gives you a additional skill level 7 copy of the card. Most of the cards I put in farm with normal stamina. I don't actually farm with normal stamina. Moving on to the Norse God buffs. They got buffs to pretty much every aspect. For the leader skill, what has changed is basically just a large, stat increase. Now, let me just say that, no, the Norse gods have not become, good as leaders. But what has changed is, their actives have become a little bit better. For this, they have extra utility for Trio Elemental Shield and Quintet Elemental Shield ignoring abilities. And then for the second active skill, they come with a moderate stat boost, I would call this, although it's only for gods, so it's limited in usability. And then now for all runestones that are dropped, they will be enchanted god runestones. Previously it was only the runestones of their own attribute. And then the combination skill of Odin and themselves have also changed to ignore Trio and Quintet, as well as fixed combo shield. Is this really that good? I mean, not really, because you'll have to bring Odin, and Odin isn't that good. This is the prerequisite of them being a leader and whatnot, and I don't think they're just not good as a leader. And the team skills also changed to give an additional attack boost when you dissolve the respective attribute of the leader, and then turn normal dark into enchanted. The converting conditions are much less stringent, because previously you needed to dissolve enchanted dark runestones. Now you can just dissolve normal dark runestones and everything's fine. Their exclusive dragon wares do not, make them any better. So the special point here is that by dissolving a group of 5 or more whatever runestones, the character's attack times 2.2 additionally. And then by dissolving god runestones, the character's attack times 1.5 additionally. This is a pretty big attack boost, I gotta say. So, you know, when they are as members in other teams, they may be able to function as like a pseudo stat booster, because 2.2 is like a lot, you know, for a Dragon Rare. As for the craft skill, the only thing that is special is, well, actually, no, two things. One, CDs will be delayed for 2 rounds. This is one skill that has never been reprinted except for on the Draconic for Chaos's Ultimate. This is the second time it's ever appeared. And then the Quintet attack shield breaking one has appeared fairly often, but still notable to this day. Even with this Dragon Rare, I don't think like the Norse gods are going to return as leaders. I mean, maybe for a little bit, just because of like the stat boost, the HP boost that they received, but I don't think, you know, they'll be coming back like as tier 1 leaders or something like that. There will also be a new chapter in the main story stage, and then if we move on to the celebration events, couple things of note. Returning ultimate stage, Bellion. This is an okay card. You can grab one if you want. Light Dragon. And then that is it for this week's news view. If you'd like to, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. And if you like this in general, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.